Hey, everybody. I'm so glad to see you here. I hope you are here to hear this amazing story I have to share with you. Um, but before I do, I want to remind you, I love getting your comments and your feedback. Go ahead and post all of that below so I can respond and interact with you. If you love what you're hearing here, go ahead and hit like or subscribe and you'll get plenty more of these videos. I am here to build you up, to help you learn how to gain the confidence to go and tackle your goals, right? That's my purpose. So, what I have to share with you today in helping you build your confidence is sometimes you just have to do it, right? You just have to take that step, that big leap that makes you go, oh my gosh, I'm just going to do this all wrong. And you have to just do it and let it be all wrong. It's okay. So here's the story, because I know many of you are here for that. I, several months back, got to go to a performance that my niece was doing. She has a voice coach, she takes lessons, and it's a performance coach actually. And she's an amazing lady. Her and her husband both just do amazing ministry. And she teaches these kids how to do performance, right? And I went to this thing thinking, okay, I'm going to support my niece. And she loves doing this kind of stuff. I love hearing her. She's actually pretty good. But recitals are recitals. Sometimes they can be a little torturous, right? So I went and, oh my goodness, you guys, I was blown away. Kid after kid after kid, and even a couple of adults got up there and they just did it. They performed what they'd been practicing, and you could tell from most of them that they were really anxious, some of them terrified. In fact, there was this one little boy, broke the entire audience's heart. He was over on the sidelines prepping to do his number with his coach, right? And he was just in tears. I mean, you knew that he was just so terrified to get up there. And so they pushed him back and let other people go. And finally, he went up and he cried and he just couldn't do it. And they let him, he came back down. They helped him, they worked with him to collect his calm again. More people went and performed. And then he did it again. He went back up on that stage. Sweetest little boy. And he started singing the song, and he was performing. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of it. It's from Hamilton. It's the King's song. Totally can't think of what it's called, but the la da 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 da. You know what I'm talking about. And the whole audience joined in with him in support and encouragement, and it was such a blast. But then he failed on the very first verse, right? And he just broke down from there, couldn't carry on. The coach got up there with him and started singing with him. Nope, he just couldn't do it. That's okay. That's okay. They went back down off stage, and she helped him collect himself again as some more students came up. And y'all, he went on stage a third time. A third time. And he bungled through his verses, and he was in tears through his verses, but the audience was singing along and cheering along, and he did it. He did it. He was 100% bawling his eyes out, and he left, but he did it. And I couldn't believe it. And all the other students, and he wasn't the only story, all the other students, you got up there and you could see their nervousness. You could see their anxiety. And they did it anyways. And you could see a couple of them like choke it back. And they just took a step forward with a little bit of, okay, I'm doing this. And, kept going with their song. And each and every one of them did it. Some of them did so amazingly and fantastically. Some of them, you could tell they were brand new students and they weren't super fabulous. But the show was not torturous because you weren't watching them trying to do a good job. You were watching them work on their confidence. And it was amazing. And every single student that went up, you were just blown away again and again, regardless of the quality of their performance, because that's not the real thing they were working on. They were working on their confidence up there. Now, granted, yes, these kids take these lessons so that they can perform. And they want to do a good job. And you know what? The ones who have been having several lessons and have had, performances behind them, they were improving dramatically. And some of them just were astounding. But that's not the real thing that was actually being worked on. And that's what was so amazing. And I came home from that, my niece's performance, and I called that voice coach and I begged her, can I get my 3 girls in with you? And I told her the story. And she said, I am full. But the reason you want them to have these lessons touches my heart. And I want to make room for them. Let me see what I can do. And y'all, they had a lesson that week. And she has gotten them in. And we have jumbled our schedules all over the place, both of us, especially since we live an hour away from her. So this is not some quick, easy thing. And she has to find an hour time slot to get all 3 girls together, right? And that's not an easy task. But she does it. And these kids just do it. And my girls got up there for their first performance about a month ago. They just did their second one this weekend. And y'all, I can't tell you how proud I was of them. Because, okay, so one of my girls is pretty good ham. She can get up there. She's done a couple of theater performances. She doesn't mind putting herself out there. But my other 2, I mean, you almost couldn't have paid them. The one you could pay, and she would convince herself to get up there and put herself out. The other one, not a chance. You couldn't have paid her. And she was one of the first ones who said, yes, I absolutely want these lessons. She was at that first performance with me, and she saw, especially that one kid. And I mean, it was just amazing. So I want to encourage you. If there is something you want to do, you just need the confidence. But you're only going to get the confidence by doing it. So get out there and just do it. And if it almost seems too big of a task, find someone who can be there to do it with you. Whether they are your backbone as you get out there, or whether they are doing it in lockstep with you, it doesn't matter. Find some way to do it. Okay? I hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you again this week before the holidays, but I hope you are having such a blast preparing for them. We are doing all kinds of things this week. And I can't wait to see my side of the family this weekend and his side of the family all next week. And we just have so much coming up and happening. I hope you guys are having just as much of a joyous time, even if your joyous time is doing nothing. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you all again later. Bye.